Dragons, I'm Mr. Salerno, and this is Flame, and we want to welcome you to the News of Camelot. Today's Wednesday, March 2nd, 2022, and we have a very special guest that's coming on our show today, Flame, but before we get going on that, let's hear what Ethan has to say. Take it away, Ethan.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You may now sit for the moment of silence.
Hey, wait a minute, that's Ethan. Ethan, sorry about that, Dragons, and sorry to Ethan. That's Ethan! And Ethan, great job! We want to thank you for doing the Pledge of Allegiance and the moment of silence, despite the setback. Sorry about that. Henrietta again? Henrietta, sneaking up on us with all that energy. Good to see you, Henrietta. It is very nice to see you. And guess what? The sun is going to rise today at 6:39 in the morning. Flame, the sun is going to set at 6:02 in the evening. Dragons, it's a fun day. Did you know that today, March 2nd, is considered Read Across America Day? Read Across America Day, and our wonderful librarian, Miss Vickers, who does so much for us, so much for the literature at our school, has a handful of activities that are planned, not only today, but as the library becomes available throughout the month of March. And we said that Miss Vickers had a beautiful note recognizing Emily Nguyen in 5th grade. And Emily won an award. She won an award entitled Poets in the Community. And Emily wanted to talk about her experiences writing the poem and then being recognized. Listen to this, Dragons.
Good morning, Dragons. I'm Bridget. My friend Emily is in 5th grade. This fall, Emily won a poetry contest called Young Poets in the Community. This contest was for students all across Virginia. Emily submitted 2 poems and a proposal for a community poetry project. Here's her winning haiku that she originally created last year. Emily, can you tell us what inspired you to write the haiku and share with us a little bit about your poetry project?
Thanks, Bridget. I was inspired by what was happening in the world during the pandemic. I created this in 4th grade as part of an art and library project. My community poetry plan was designed to be an outlet for the kids in our school to show their love and appreciation for our school and each other, and to demonstrate to other people matter. Basically, the project is called the Poetry Path, and my vision is stations of student-created poetry spread out in a circle around our school field. My thought is that kids would create poems that are inspired by the poem by Naomi Shihab Nye, Blue Bucket, and this is the author. Kids will be writing a poem about what fills up their own bucket. I hope that this will be a fun event to enjoy.
That is great stuff, Emily. Way to go, and congratulations. And thank you, Bridget, for introducing Emily. That was really nice, right? And one of the haikus that Emily submitted, check this out, Dragons, it's called Social Distancing. And look at the artistic background. Look how creative this is. This is wonderful. Even with distance, the world feels painfully close, but hope turns the page. Great job, Emily, and wonderful recognition on the part of Miss Vickers. And Emily, keep up the great work. We're very proud of you, and we're very proud of how you represented Camelot. Dun-dun-dun! It's time for the birthday box. That's just that's a feel-good story. And we're glad that Emily was recognized for her creativity. So super job on that, Emily. We have one birthday today, and it's Aiden Menino. Aiden Menino in 6th grade, the mayor. Happy birthday to you, Aiden. That is wonderful news. And Dragons, as you know, it's Enthusiasm Week. We're having enthusiasm for a lot of things. And just to clarify, enthusiasm doesn't mean you have to shout a lot or that you have to run around and, act way out of character. Enthusiasm means having a desire for something and working very hard for it, or having an energy to accomplish something, and maybe others around you are affected, just like Emily. Emily is not shouting. Emily is not going about advertising in a way that is in your face, she has an enthusiasm for her community, for poetry, and for literature, just like Miss Vickers has a passion and enthusiasm for literature. Like, let's say you have energy for super laps, right? Coach Mac and Coach W are getting us ready for the fun run. That's coming up in a little bit, in about 7 weeks. And on Thursdays, which is tomorrow, we're going to read some of the dragons that have set the tone or set the enthusiasm for the fun run coming up. So you don't want to miss that. And don't forget about our trivia question, dragons. Don't forget about our trivia question. We learned about the first FM radio. The first FM radio broadcast for music was in Nashville. What state is that in? Maybe we can find some more dragons that have some answers. We'd love to read them on the air. So, on behalf of Flame, on behalf of Henrietta, I'm Mr. Salerno. Have an outstanding Wednesday today, dragons, and we can't wait to see you tomorrow. Thanks, everyone.